good evening. All my fam out there, all my fam bam, and especially all my ritual fam bam. The time is approaching for the Rapid Miracle Infusion Ritual with Saint Expedite. I just wanted to make this very, very brief video just to recap some things before we get into the ritual. Now, number one, you were sent a link, okay? When you go to this link, I'm going to show the picture right now. You have to click the button that says enter the temple. Okay, that's going to register you because the platform that we're using requires this. Okay, I can't just send you a link to the actual webinar. You have to register with the platform. So you have to do that. But on the other side, a client of mine had texted me, and I've been busy as fuck. Okay. And he had asked about a prep. So I thought I'd just recap some points here before, we're on the eve of this great and powerful ritual. And I want to just recap some things so that you can get the most out of it. Number one, be very clear with your specific intention as to what you want. I suggested that you take some time. I'm going to give an example, okay? I like to talk with examples. Let's say you want a car. So you keep thinking, I want this job so I can make this money so I can get this car, right? So maybe originally you might have been thinking about asking Saint Expedite for this job, okay? I would ask you to rethink that because maybe you really don't want that job. Maybe there's another way. Maybe there's multiple ways in which you can obtain that car. So the end result here would be the car, okay? You asking for a job so you can do this, so that's micromanaging the magic. I get it. It makes logical sense, but when we're casting and doing these types of works, you must be absolutely clear on the end result. What is this all for? The job might not be necessary, or another better job might be available, or some other form of fashion can happen. But when you try and pigeonhole and tell the magic how it needs to do what it needs to do, you're fucking up. And I don't want you to fuck up. So if you question your motives, question what am I really shooting for here? What is this all for me? What am I doing here? What is the end result? What is the brass tacks of things, as I like to say? Okay, that's number one. Number two, if it's something that you've been struggling with, I would highly recommend that you spend a little time by yourself. Maybe even get into a little trance state. Access your subconscious mind or ask your subconscious mind as you're going to sleep. And then, of course, thank it for the answer. But the other point that I see tripping people up, and of course, I've been tripped up. We all have them. It's called a secondary gain. Consciously, you want something, but there's a part of you that doesn't want it. And the part of you that doesn't want it is much more powerful than the little tiny tip of the iceberg part that you are listening to me now with, okay? So you want to make sure that you and that part that you're not aware of are like this, okay? That's called a secondary gain, all right? I made a video about a woman who struggled for years in losing weight. Consciously, her being overweight caused her a lot of pain. And she tried everything. Her actions, she was doing it. But there was a part of her that didn't want her to lose the weight. Why? Because she had been raped when she was young. So her subconscious mind took it as long as I keep you fat, no man's going to try and touch you like that. So at the end of the day, the weight was on as a form of armor, as a form of protection. Okay. I just made a 20-minute video into about 2 minutes. So these are the main two sticking points that many of you have faced and will face when doing ritual work, that we all face, not just you. We all face, depends. Because there's always different levels to the game, to your game, okay? So take these 2 points in mind right now on the eve of this great and powerful ritual before, okay? You have the time. Do a little bit of the homework if you need to. Re-examine your motives, re-examine your intentions, re-examine your targets, and let us proceed. The clearer you are, the faster, the more efficient, the more powerful, and the more like dead on you're going to get what you want, or if not even better, maybe exceeding, okay? These are the things that stop people. And most people don't know this. They just keep dealing with the surface level shit. There's always a story underneath the story. And a lot of times there's a story under the story of the story. That's your job to figure out. Okay? I want the best for you. We want the best for you. The Ray fam wants the best for you. And that's why I'm making this video. And I also wanted, if anybody had any confusion, they can, if you receive that link with that page, you have to hit that enter the temple button, okay? This one. Yeah. All right? Good talk.